All right, I want to start here with this conversation about the install. And I want to start, we're going to focus in initially on Steph Curry. And I know that will sound strange to you. What do you mean, Steph Curry? He's great. He's one of my favorite things about sports and the NBA. And he's married and he has a good family and his wife is great. And everything about Steph Curry is great. Jason, how can you criticize Steph Curry? He's not installed. He's got incredible talent. He's not like a Stephen A. Smith or a Kevin Hart or a Charlamagne the God. How can you do this? Well, I'm going to explain to you and show you how. The installation that Cat Williams started us talking about, we went into amazing detail last Thursday and Friday about Diddy and his role in hip hop and how everything is manipulated in hip hop. I'm going to show you how they could take someone like Steph Curry, turn him out, install him, and use him for the exact same nihilistic agenda that I talked about last week as it relates to the music industry. I want to play you a trailer of Netflix's new cartoon, Good Times, which I believe debuts on April 12th. I want to play you this trailer, and then I'm going to explain to you how Steph Curry is being used. Let's watch the trailer.
We're just as good as the Evans of old.
Isn't that just dynamite?
But the truth is, we're the Evans of new.
Bitch, you look like money. What about the struggle?
We're black. It'll be here tomorrow.
Everything black, black bird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything black. Wait.
Did you hear the music? Everything black, everything black, everything black. They're selling you this as black culture. They're selling you this debauchery, this minstrel show, this immorality, this criminality. They're selling you, this is black. This is what black people do. This is black culture. That's what the music is there for. Obviously, the visuals and the everything else works in conjunction with that, works very great synergy with the music. The racial idolatry is there. She's playing to the black gods and her black Jesus and all this. The racial idolatry, the baby drug dealer, it's all there. And how are they getting away with this? Whose name did they slap on this to justify what they're doing? Steph Curry, a basketball player. What does Steph Curry, a basketball player, know about cartoons, know about television? Why is his name being used to justify this? Why is he listed first as the executive producer? He's listed first. Norman Lear is dead now, but his production company and all that stuff I'm sure lives on. But he's one of the great television producers of all time. Steph Curry is listed above him. Seth MacFarlane, one of the great entertainers. He's been involved, I think, with The Simpsons and other cartoon television shows. He's an entertainer, one of the great entertainers of our lifetime. I saw him out in Vegas, saw him do a Frank Sinatra routine, just him and a microphone and a shot of whiskey, and he sang and he cracked jokes and he danced, he did all. He's a great entertainer. He fits in it. He's written cartoons and been involved with that stuff. Steph Curry's listed above him. He's been installed where he's not qualified. And he's been installed so that when they put out this Good Times show, cartoon, that totally denigrates the legacy of Good Times, which was a very family-friendly, uplifting show that didn't go over the top with it, but it had a biblical worldview. Man, woman, children. doing the best in Florida Evans, James Evans, instilling very good values in their kids. How do we go from that? Good times was for white folks that maybe didn't or are not familiar with good times, or maybe you're too young and you don't, but it was the happy days of the 1970s for black people. Tremendous, uplifting show that humanized and portrayed struggling, economically challenged black people in a positive light. How did we go from that to this? And how did they justify it? They justified it with Steph Curry. Hey, we got a basketball player that we can slap his name on this so that no one can call us racist for portraying black people as nihilistic, free of morality, and wicked and evil and radically material and violent. How can we do that? Oh, we'll slap Steph Curry's name on this. He's been installed. No different than Stephen A. Smith, no different than Charlamagne Tha God, no different than Diddy. He's just playing a different role. This is what they do. Steph Curry, let's remember who he is. He's the son of Dell Curry, a longtime NBA player. Long time. He's the son of parents that were married for, I think, the first 28 years, 30 years of Steph Curry's life. Dale and Sonia Curry have now divorced, but Steph Curry grew up in a Huxtable-like environment. Two great parents, loving parents who had him out in some sort of suburban gated community type area his entire life. Oh, so is that what qualifies him to be the executive producer about a black family growing up in Cabrini Green's projects in Chicago? Is that his special insight comes from growing up in the suburbs, the son of an NBA player, a devoted mother, growing two-parent home? Oh, he's the perfect guy to help us do a cartoon about black people living in the ghetto. What are his qualifications? Or does he just have the willingness to allow his name to be attached to a project like this? He's willing to be installed. He's willing to collect a check. This all attaches to the argument none of these people, none of them have FU money. It doesn't matter how much. Steph Curry has probably made close to $300 million just in the NBA. No telling what he's made in endorsements, shoe contract, and all that other stuff. Steph Curry's got to be worth $300 to $500 million. You would think he'd have FU money. And we'd say, nah, I ain't gonna do this. You're not gonna attach my name to this ghetto trash.